Hello there, and welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us super fans.
And those of us who are forced to listen to them.
Today is someday, and someday we're talking poly relationships.
Poly relationships?
And religion.
Oh, there's a good one.
Get ready, it's time to drink up.
Drink up.
I almost feel like I'm on Pink Milk After Dark.
Why? Because it's dark?
Well, forgive us ahead of time, dear listeners, if this is your first time listening, because we have gained a lot of followers. I'm very grateful.
Welcome.
We are late and a little slap happy.
A little slap happy. I like it. I like it.
We had an incredibly busy weekend. I'm not sure why, but it was very, very busy. We did not record over the weekend, so we were recording on a Monday evening because tomorrow our oldest son, Jack, turns 11, so we won't be able to do anything tomorrow. And boy, oh boy, here we go. And I'm very excited because this chapter 11 of The Mandalorian was amazing.
Interesting. 11 years old, chapter 11. Boom.
And we're not going bankrupt.
Both of them were meant to be. We're not going... Yeah, no. We're definitely not going bankrupt.
No, it was meant to be. Look at that. 11-year-old on Chapter 11. I didn't even think about it. Way to go. All right. Well, hey, this is Pink Milk. I'm your host, Brian. With me, as always, is my better half and your better host, Thomas.
Hello, hello, hello.
Again, if this is your first time here, welcome. Drink up. We are a Star Wars podcast where we talk about Star Wars queerly. This is your Wednesday show where me, Brian, hangs out with my husband, Tom.
That'd be me.
A casual fan at best.
At best. At best.
So if you've been here before, don't forget to head on over to Apple Podcasts, hit a 5-star review, give us a written review. It really helps get our queer voices out into the Star Wars content land. Don't forget to head over to Pink Milk Podcast, Talking Star Wars Queerly on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and then tune in Friday late nights for us night owls. NITE owls. I've been waiting forever to say this. You don't know what a night owl is, Tom, but Bo-Katan, she's a night owl.
Boom. I like it.
And then
I am not a night owl, so I won't be there.
I am not much of a night owl other than Fridays either. But anyways, don't forget to head over to YouTube and hit like and subscribe. We just started. We have had about 4 episodes on there. It's going great. And we Mark, M, and I from the Roundtables, really enjoy chit-chatting with the people in the chat while we're live drinking.
Cool, cool, cool.
Like we are tonight. I got my whiskey drink.
I have wine, so I can't quite make any ice sound.
And Tom, he's classy. He doesn't put ice in his wine.
Right from the box, folks. Just kidding. Not that anything's wrong with that. Been there. Enjoyed it.
Thomas, can you believe tomorrow we're going to have an 11-year-old child?
No, I cannot. I cannot. I'm as excited and sucker paw all at the same time.
100%.
Yeah. I'm excited because he is so excited.
Yep.
And that just makes me happy. And then sucker paw because, well,
he's not so little.
You know, he's only been with us for 4 years, so we've only seen 4 years of ages. And we've seen so much growth, and he's getting taller, and
wouldn't have any other
he's like
way,
a person.
He is
you
a
can have a
full-grown
conversation
person.
with him. Yeah. And he's got opinions, man. I like it. I'm impressed. I'm proud of him.
So, listeners, I am doing a collaboration with Blue Bantha Milk Co., which is a YouTube Star Wars like a podcast, and they do video essays and live streams, and Matt and Sean are brilliant and wonderful. And Sean and I are doing a collab on an essay on The Mandalorian, where we talk about The Mandalorian and fatherhood. And in that video, I gave them like 40 or 50 pictures of our family.
Oh, wow.
But I was looking.
You picked the good ones.
Yeah. They're all good. We're the berries. Every picture is good.
I like how you think.
But anyways, I was looking at all these little pictures of Jack. Like I sent them pictures when the last few pictures that Tom and I took, where it was the last time it was ever going to be just the two of us. The first night Jack came was
quiet. We sat there in quietness.
Oh boy. Yep. Anyways, tune into Blue Bantha Milk Co. and you can hear our story.
Good segue. I like it.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of foster parents, we are here to talk about Chapter 11 of The Mandalorian. So,
are we talking about foster parents?
Well, we were foster parents until we adopted our children.
Okay.
And Mando is about to do the same thing.
True.
And if you've listened to our podcast before, the live streams, you know that I am a major Din Cobb stan, and I found my first ship in Cobb Vanth and Din Djarin, who are going to be two gay space daddies raising Force-sensitive children around the galaxy and adopting children everywhere, and it's going to be beautiful. So, but that's what this whole season of The Mandalorian's really been all about, is Din trying to find a...
lover.
Well, we're about to get into it, because now we got another one, and luckily we're queer. We don't need to live by the rule of two. Maybe there's three in this relationship. I don't know. I am really thirsty for
Well, the dog is in the room. Right, Rox?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. That I definitely didn't. I just meant she's our boss.
Oh, she is. Robin quivers. You may hear her scratching. Last week, you heard her scratching and flapping her ears. Anyways.
It's allergy time, folks. Sorry.
Yeah, so season 2 so far in The Mandalorian, we are concentrating on looking for Baby Yoda's kind, and by kind, we mean the Jedi. But there is no way that Din Djarin is giving that baby up now. They are father and son. If you listen to the Kleenex episode.
He referred to him as his friend, though.
He did. He's figuring it out. We talked about it last week. Mm-hmm. We talked last week about being fathers of children through the foster system and a little bit older when they came to us, even though I get really mad talking about older and they were 7.
Yeah.
Or 4 or 6, the other two. Mm-hmm. Because how is that older? But anyways, there's a transition period there. I just recorded this weekend also a Triad of the Force, so please look out for that the same day this episode comes out. So if you are not sick of hearing my voice on either this here podcast, or if you weren't sick of hearing me because you found us through Triad of the Force, well, welcome here again. But we talk about that on that. Those 3 people were so incredibly wonderful. You have Tom wasn't here for that, but they were really, really, really great people.
You're going to hear that a lot. Tom wasn't here for that. Wait, nope. Tom wasn't on that one. Oh, hang on a second. You weren't looking for Tom, were you? He's not on that podcast.
But you know where you will be in 2 weeks on October 27th?
No, where am I going to be?
We'll be talking to Alex and Molly on Star Wars Explained.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited as well. They were very nice. We've had them on.
Yeah, they were wonderful. This is going to be the biggest opportunity that this here podcast has ever had. But I'm very grateful to the two of them, and I'm very excited. I'm super excited because it's on November 27th. And if you don't want any sort of spoiler, there won't be, really, but skip 30 seconds because Dave Filoni is writing and directing this episode.
Awesome.
And we heard a name drop this episode of Ahsoka Tano, so she ain't turning up next chapter. Because Carl Weathers is directing that one. It was written by John Favreau. There is only one person.
Wait. So Carl Weathers is directing
the next episode.
Carl Weathers is
Grief Karga.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
So he's directing next week's episode.
I think that's a really cool thing that they allow one another to do. Who's going to know better the cast and how they perform than another actor, right?
100%.
I think that's great.
Yeah. I think he's directed movies before. I don't know.
He's been around a long time. He's a great guy.
Yep. Yeah. But anyways, I'm very, very excited because if Ahsoka Tano is entering the show, she is Dave Filoni's character, and it will be him who introduces her. So we will be on Star Wars Explained. My guess is talking about Ahsoka Tano's entrance into the show. So I'm really, really, really stoked. All right.
You'll have to remind me who she is. Just kidding. I couldn't live with you and not know who she is.
I am an Ahsoka Tano. She's my favorite character. Mm-hmm. But I'm really, really, really falling in love with Din Djarin. As a child, I had Luke Skywalker as my hero, like many people. 20s and 30s coming out before fatherhood, I had Ahsoka Tano, who really defined almost 2 decades for me.
Mm-hmm. You old.
I am old. But I have to tell you, Din Djarin is speaking to me as a father, in this new world of Star Wars, not being the child when I was a child. And so I looked at Star Wars as the child, as Luke, as Ahsoka. They were children, forced to deal with the consequences that their parents made. And now I'm a father. And now I'm watching this character raising a child. Like, Star Wars has always been there for me. I go into this a lot on the Triad of the Force. So you either heard it, or if you didn't hear it already, please go check that out. Because honestly, they're great. And follow them. They're wonderful. We need more minority voices in Star Wars content. It's very important. Thomas, you ready to go into this episode?
I am ready.
All right, Chapter 11.
What was it about?
It was written by Jon Favreau and directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, who directed your favorite episode with Mando Mara, and the term that Tom will no longer use.
I can't say anything at all. I'm afraid the round table will come after me. I'm just going to be like, you're absolutely right. I loved it. She's great.
So Chapter 4, Sanctuary, is when we meet Omera and Mando. Maybe almost gives the baby away to this little group. Anyways, Tom and I did not see a romance. We were on the round tables, and apparently we were the only ones in the galaxy that saw no romance. But
well, we were just saying we need to get our eyes checked. Literally.
Oh, couldn't see those sparks.
I did see them at all.
I saw sparks for Cobb
a girl
and Din.
under a basket and some water. That's about it. Hey, that's me.
In one ear and out the other.
Especially that one.
Yeah. Anyway, so Tom was not a huge fan of that.
Nope.
Tom was not a fan of that episode last season. But I'm going to remind the viewers or the listeners, if you haven't been here before, Tom has not exactly loved the first 2 episodes of this series. Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I keep waiting for something. They're like one-offs. I feel like they're mid-season one-offs. Although, I know, based on last year, everything means something, so I have to pay attention. But, yeah, no, I did like this episode. I wasn't a big fan of the first 2. But again, I'm paying attention because it all means something.
And just that we're clear, I don't know how many of our listeners are old enough to remember a time card. Back in the days before computers were everywhere, we used to have this little punch card, and you had a piece of paper, and it went to this like clock, and it went, and it had a stamp when you put a stamp when you came in,
and if you clocked in at work and you forgot to clock out, you weren't getting paid.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly anymore. Anyways, we do have a time card, and Tom clicks in every time he has to watch The Mandalorian because it's such a miserable experience.
That was a good analogy because that's pretty much what I do. But just remind them that you wake me up at 4 o'clock in the morning on Fridays to watch it. 4 o'clock Arizona time. I don't know where y'all are right now.
Sometimes earlier because I get so excited.
True.
Yep. Can't help it. So this episode, we have Frog Lady. Last episode, I don't have notes, everyone. So I'm just going because I've seen this episode 3 times now. So I feel like I know it pretty well. And I've spent so far 5 hours talking about this episode.
Wait, was I supposed to watch it 3 times?
No.
Okay, good.
No. So Friday night live stream, Pink Milk After Dark, we do reactions to The Mandalorian on Friday nights after we've seen it.
You should have me on.
Tune in 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Get my reaction.
8 p.m. Pacific Time. Tom's usually asleep by then, so he will not be on.
Fast.
We do it 9 p.m. We start 9 p.m. here. And yes, it's late because we have children, and I need to tuck them in and kiss their foreheads. Which I think about that. And poor Din Djarin, who cannot take his helmet off for now. Can you imagine not even be able to kiss your child on the head when they go to bed?
Think of it this way. He takes little baby Yoda and keeps smashing it against his little helmet. Can you see it?
Yes, but he can't give him a kiss.
I can see it.
You can't give him a kiss.
Maybe you could tip it up a little bit.
Yeah. So Friday night, we had about an hour and a half stream, and then the three of us talked for like 4 hours after the stream. Friday night, I was up for 22 hours because I did not go to bed until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Let's just say Saturday was a long day. Somebody was very tired.
Maybe that's why we're recording on a Monday night.
Is it Monday night, Brian? It's not Monday night. It's Wednesday morning.
It's someday.
Happy someday fun day.
Okay.
That was so a year ago.
So last episode we were run down by the police. We crash landed on an ice planet. We had to get a frog mom with her unfertilized eggs to her husband so they could have a family. This was her last run. And we end up on a planet that I do not remember the name of it. It looks a lot like what we all thought was going to be Mon Cala. It was not. There are Mon Calamari and Quarren running around everywhere. Tom, Mon Cala are Admiral Akbar. If you look to your left, there's a poster there. They were everywhere.
They were mean.
And Quarren are the squid head dudes.
Okay.
They used to be natural sworn enemies. They both live on Mon Cala. They hated each other. And they were always at war. So I am happy to see, fast forward 50 years, or no, we're 30 years basically from the Clone Wars, 25, 30 years from the Clone Wars, that they seem to be getting along. That made me happy. I didn't mention that on the live stream. I forgot. And I will say the first thing to be slightly nitpicky. Some of the costuming I was not feeling. The main pirate dude, who turns out to be a total douchebag, which we'll get to in just a second, wears like one of those sleeveless sweaters, and it looks like he bought it off the rack at Old Navy.
He may have.
It was just like something was not working for me, and it just looked like an Old Navy ad on Mon Cala.
I like all the swiggly arms hanging off their face.
Yeah, those are the Quarren.
Wait, what?
Quarren, that's the species name.
Oh.
Squidhead. Squidhead was in Jabba's palace. That was the first Quarren we ever saw. But yes, honestly,
they were moving around when they were.
Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, they were really awesome. So the ship's in horrible shape. Mando pays Mon Calamari, here's 1,000 credits, please fix my ship. And the dude's like, I'll do the best I can. Then we see Frog Lady, and she sees her husband, and then honestly, it was really beautiful. The music swelled, it was like super romantic, and it was really, really nice. Did you have any feelings during that?
I had no feelings whatsoever. Was I supposed to have something in particular?
I don't know. It was really beautiful.
It was very beautiful. And, wow,
Tom got deep there.
I'll always love you.
Oh, thank you. I will always love you, too.
You know.
Oh.
I think I missed my cue.
You did miss your cue. It's all right.
Can we take care of this in post? Probably not.
No. We can't.
Uh-oh.
It's too late.
My contract might not be renewed, folks.
It'll always be renewed. Because
Yeah, you know what? Listen to this.
Will always
That's my wedding ring.
Love you.
It secures this position on this side of the desk.
Always love.
Bittersweet memories. You know, it's on top of our mind because we just watched the Dolly Parton documentary.
You do Whitney. I'll do Dolly. Bittersweet.
I don't want to do the dead one.
You are drinking wine. We're not far from the bathtub.
I loved Whitney. She grew up in New Jersey, too.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
I was never a Whitney gay. Not really.
Well,
I mean, that song's great.
See, I didn't know I was gay, but I was still a Whitney fan. But then later on, I realized, oh, she's our gal.
You also like Bette Midler.
I didn't know that one either. I guess a lot of other people knew I was gay before I did.
It's not a choice, folks. It's not a choice. All right. So, anyways, Frog Mom and Frog Lady and Frog Daddy are together. It's really romantic. It's really cute. And
I am disappointed we didn't see her hop around again. That was kind of funny.
What were you saying before?
She's
jump
committed
and fall,
to the
jump
rope.
and fall. Jump and fall.
It's true.
Totally. So they Mando took her there because husband apparently knew where Mandalorians were on this planet, right? So he tells them where they were. Frog Dad tells Mando, hey, there's Mandos, go check out this bar over there. So he does. We see a hooded lady in the corner. It's very mysterious.
Who never came back again. She was a one-off.
No.
One time. She came back?
Uh-huh.
Who was she?
Oh, my God.
She was not Bo-Katan.
No.
Who was she?
I don't remember her name. Qi'ra Rees or something like that. I just remember Axe Wove.
Wait, she came back at the end?
Yeah, Tom, she was one of them. Anyway, just hang on. Put a pin in it because we're going to get there.
I wonder if you got me up too early and I may have fallen asleep during the episode.
This is your host, folks. This is your host.
I'm a real person.
Okay, so Frog Dad says, hey, head over to this bar. They'll tell you where to go.
So do you trust her?
Who?
So, remember last week I didn't exactly trust
Frog Lady?
Frog Mama? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You trust her?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Just
very
checking
much.
in.
Yeah, there was issues with some of that we discussed on the live stream. Mm-hmm. Tom and I won't talk about it again, but I do trust her. I did not last week. I thought there was something. We did not think she was like a villain,
right?
But I felt like she was protecting kids at home or something and was going to sell them out, something like that. That was my vibe.
Okay,
but we were wrong, and it's all good. So we go to a bar. I always loved Din in a bar because he's a gay dude and he's struggling with coming out.
And he's always at a bar.
And he's always at a bar, like many of us are when we're coming out.
That's a very good association there. I like it.
Do you not remember that from our first roundtable?
You know what? No. Nope. I'm not even going to pretend. And I know it was in the room, but that was a long time ago now.
It was. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Roxy. Dear listeners, be very happy you can't smell right now.
She's our dog. God bless her. We love her, and we are responsible for what she eats.
Yes. Okay. So anyways, we are in a bar. And
two men walk into a bar.
And
with a green baby.
And because they're gay, they automatically sing, and I will always
13 years later, they've got 3 kids and they're married. All right, let's get back to the show.
Hang on, tell me if my mic technique works.
Only if you're on Saturday Night Live.
Okay, sorry. No more singing for you.
No.
Okay, so we're in a bar, and we meet a Quarren. We're eating some soup with a little octopus that goes and jumps on Baby Yoda's face. It's scary. We take it off. And we're like, hey, we'll take you to where the Mandos are. We're on a space boat. And those Quarren are a-holes.
They double-crossed.
Yep, that was a heart fall in the pit of the stomach. So they're on the thing, and they're like, hey, look, we have this big, vat. No, it doesn't at all look like the Rancor pit cage in Jabba's palace, where we also saw Quarren. No evil monster sits in here, and no, we're definitely not going to drop anything in this big Rancor-looking pit. Nope, not going to happen here. Oh, just kidding. Yes, we are. And they hockey puck Baby Yoda's pram right into the thing, and this gigantic monster eats him.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty, it was crazy.
I remember this now.
So Dad jumps in there real quick after him, right? Doesn't even think twice, and the Quarren shut the gate, and they're like, oh, the Beskars are now. So, which we've talked about, Drag Mom in Season 1, the armor tells Din that, hey, they're going to, now that you have this shiny armor, they're all going to come after you because you're out of the closet now. Now be prepared for the world who's not ready for you. And he's getting gay bashed left and right this season. It's happening all over the place. It's really terrible, but it's happening, and hopefully he survives and gets stronger for it.
Well, he was in the cage.
He was. So they were trying to drown him to end up getting the Beskar, have this monster eat him or whatever they were going to do. So lo and behold, here she is. A Mandalorian comes flying out of the sky and starts kicking butt. And she turns, and she's got a night owl painted on her Mando helmet, and it's Bo-Katan, and it was a major moment. The Heiress. I knew it was going to be the minute the Heiress popped up on screen, because she is the heiress to the Darksaber, and I was like, boom, here she is. I was so excited.
So Muffin Top stole it from her?
Yeah, we don't know that story yet.
Okay.
So she has a vendetta against him, which we'll get to a little later in this thing. But yeah.
Is she looking for him?
Yeah, she says so in this episode.
I'm thinking I might not have to watch these episodes. That I could actually just show up here, ask a few questions, and
pretend.
Or
maybe I don't even need to pretend.
It's the same thing in a way.
Yeah, so anyways, I was like, honestly, Bo-Katan is an amazing character. She's been around for like 15 years. She started off part of Death Watch, who is the ones who picked up Din. It's a very complicated story. Do you remember Satine, Duchess Satine, Obi-Wan's girlfriend? That's her sister.
See, aren't you glad you made me watch it now?
Yes.
Because now I do know exactly.
Well, that's why we watched those particular episodes.
Well, thank you. If I didn't say thank you, I'm saying it now.
Yeah. So, yeah, last year we did like a rewatch of the Clone Wars for all the episodes that I thought would be important in The Mandalorian, because we didn't know much about it.
You can check those podcast episodes out, right?
You can.
I might honestly, have to go back myself.
So Bo-Katan, the last we saw her, so she fought in the Clone Wars. She used to be a bad guy. Her leader, Pre Vizsla, who was played by Jon Favreau during the Clone Wars, kind of betrayed the Mandalorians, and was killed by Darth Maul, who ended up ruling Mandalore for a while. And she was like, Mandalore will never be ruled by a non-Mandalorian, and took off. Then she comes back and witnesses her sister Satine being murdered by Darth Maul, who now has the Darksaber, which we saw at the end of Chapter 8, the season finale for Chapter 1, when Moff and Top Gideon had the Darksaber. So that went from the Darksaber was once a Jedi Mandalorian's weapon. Something went wrong, it was buried in the vault, someone then stole it. It's like kind of like the key, whoever holds the Darksaber rules Mandalore. That's basically the gist of it, right? So it's a very important religious artifact, leadership artifact. He who holds it rules them all kind of thing. It's very King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table, Camelot. What's King Arthur's sword's name? Excalibur. It's Excalibur of Star Wars. So these Mandalorians come back and kick some butt, free Din. He's like, hey, my baby's in the monster. Another one dives in, pew, 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 comes out with the pram, boom, we're good. And he's like, I've been looking for you. Din says this to the Mandalorians. He's like, hey, I've been looking for you. And they take off their helmets. And this show has done such a good job of it. Kind of physically hurts when they take their helmets off. You're like, oh my God, you are not supposed to do that. So you saw his future husband, Cobb Vanth, take his helmet off, who is not a Mandalore, but we saw it. Now he's seeing it again. So we're leading up to something at the end of the season. I guarantee you that Din Djarin will have his helmet off by the end of this season. I know it, but that is what that's what we're leading towards.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
So he's like, you're not Mandalorians. And then we get, this is the question. You are not a super fan. Did you feel completely lost? Because now I know you don't remember anything about the episode, but did you feel lost in the moment?
Nope.
Okay, because Bo-Katan's like, hey, I
did not.
I've been, I'm the last of my thing. We've had this armor for generations. It's been passed down. She, we're a natural part of Mandalore. I don't remember the whole quote, but she's like royalty. She is royalty on Mandalore.
And she takes her helmet off, but he was a religious portion.
So that's what they say. You're of the Watch, or the Watcher. Yeah, no, you're of the Watch, which is basically, I am thirsty for that man, Axe Wove. The other Mandalorian guy. Oh my God, he's so hot. Oh, he was so sexy. The Mandalorian dude that's with Bo-Katan, the British guy. Okay. Dark hair, dark features.
Nope.
Big masculine jaw.
Yeah, I guess I should have paid
attention. He had hair just like yours. Oh, he is so sexy. Oh, sexy, sexy, sexy. Cobb Vanth's got it. He needs to step it up. He needs to go find him.
Let's do it.
He's like, he's one of them. He's of the Watch. or something, I think, or the Watchers or of the Watch. I can't remember exactly. And we find out they're basically a cult. They are like extremists.
The Watch.
The Watch.
Okay.
So they're the ones out adopting, it sounds like, adopting these little Mandalorian or little kids and indoctrinating them into their religious cult and then forcing them to wear a helmet forever. Seems kind of messed up.
Well, so the thing is this. He doesn't have to because they're all gone. So why is he still wearing the helmet? You think
well, we're getting there. We're like, well, I mean, it's in like I want to talk about that.
So that we know the actor wants to take the helmet off, right?
Allegedly. After the break, I want to hear your perspective as a religious queer person because I am not very religious.
On break? Mm-hmm. Oh, right now?
Nope. So. Okay. That's going to be the back half of the episode because I don't have a relationship to religion like that.
Okay.
And so I don't, and I'm telling you, we here on Pink Milk talk about the Mandalorian from a queer perspective because this character is so incredibly queer coded. I think he's straight up gay. I just think that's what they're going to do with it. I really hope so. I feel like it can go there. So, but that's how we talk about the show here on Pink Milk. He is a very queer coded character. So we're like, hey, you can take the helmet off. And no, he can't because he's a part of this like crazy religious sect that takes it to the extreme, which Death Watch, they never mentioned Death Watch. You wouldn't know it was Death Watch unless you're like me. Mm-hmm. But that's who it was. And so they were already extremists because do you remember in the Clone Wars, Satine, Bo-Katan's sister, was like a pacifist. She's like, no, Mandalore doesn't have to be like this. And then there was Pre Vizsla who's like, we are a warrior race. Remember, they were sanctioned off to that moon, and then they tried to take over Mandalore because they wanted to return it to a warrior thing. So those are the people who adopted Din. So those people became crazy religious.
Okay.
Those are the same people that became very loyal to Darth Maul, which even more now makes me even think more that the armor, our drag mother, was a Darth Maul loyalist, and it's going to be very interesting. I think that's where it's heading. There's too much connection going on to have Darth Maul not anywhere near. He is intrinsically tied to the Great Purge, which they mentioned, which we saw in season 7 when he was fighting Ahsoka Tano. Like he was involved. He was the owner of the Darksaber. He ruled over Mandalore for a period of time, killed the Queen of Mandalore, killed her Bo-Katan's sister right in front of her. All of this stuff. So his name is going to get brought up. He is a part of the show some way because he's too tied to Mandalorian history to not be. So, and we're like, okay. Din's like, no, F this. You are not Mandalore. You're not Mandalorians, and I'm getting the heck out of here. So he flies away, right? And then we get this beautiful shot because he lands in the water and you see the ship out in the ocean. They blow it up and they fly away. Now, it was really beautiful. Mm-hmm. And Mandalorian is walking around and Morcorn's like, hey, I'm going to come steal your armor. And I've got you outnumbered. And then our Mandalorians come back. Pew, 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 pew. And you still don't recognize her. So the other lady, not Bo-Katan, but the other lady with the funky hairdo that was kind of an odd choice, was the lady in the hood. Kryze. No, because it's Bo-Katan Kryze. I don't remember. It's something that Raza or Reza. I don't remember. I looked it up once and I don't remember because I'm stuck on Axe Wolf. But that lady in the hood is that other Mandalorian girl.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, then we go back to the same bar and Baby Yoda, who got attacked by the octopus soup, hood lady, is like slurping it right up like a pro. She's like, it was pretty good. It was pretty cool. So Bo-Katan's like, hey, we need your help. We'll tell you where you can find a Jedi if you help us. So, because Din was like, hey, I need to find my baby's people. And she's like, I can get you in touch with the Jedi. But first I want you to help us. And we find out there's like a Imperial ship that they want to steal from. So like, hey, okay, so now we're on this ship and we have a quick plan, and we're going to steal some things. We break into the ship, and we see Imperial officers, which was pretty exciting. We haven't seen Imperial officers very much for a long time. Mm-hmm. I got super excited because as my husband's like, oh, my God, it's him. And I was like, who?
The guy from Lost.
I was like, oh, my God, it's the smoke monster. I was very excited because I love Lost. And the smoke monster was the captain. So we're in there, and it's lots of action. Pew pew pews. There's they break in. There's stormtroopers everywhere. We shoot our way through. We get to the cargo hold, which was awesome. And Moff and Top Gideon shows up in a hologram, and they're like, "You know what to do. We cannot let them take this ship." Mm-hmm. And Imperial Smoke Monster, because he's a smoke monster, is bad and feeds off of people's fears. Those two dudes were afraid the minute they saw Moff and Top Gideon, and the smoke monster's like, "Okay, it's time to eat you now, woo!" And he shoots him in the back. Mm-hmm. And then goes to take the ship down. Meanwhile, there was another Imperial officer who's in the thing, and they sucked him out. They shot him out of the cargo hold. It was crazy. It was cool. We're still fighting our way. We make it. We finally make it. And there was some, honestly, those were some cool action shots. It was really neat. It was very exciting. It looked this show is just very much like a cartoon come to life. Mm-hmm. It's great. And we get into the control center, and the two dudes are dead. They get the ship. They're picking it back up, right? And Bo-Katan's like, "Where is it? Does he have it?" And the smoke monster's like, "If he has it, you know the answer." And she's like, "Where's the Darksaber?"
She actually said Darksaber?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he bites a piece of gum and electrocutes himself and dies. And so now we know. And then Din's like, "All right, I did my job. Did it. You stole your guns. You're going to go arm a bunch of other people to help take down what they were stealing the ship for." It comes out during our little chase that they want to steal the ship for all the weapons because they're going to go back and save Mandalore under Imperial reign, it sounds like. So after this great purge, which I'm guessing is when Moff and Top Gideon got the Darksaber. Oh. Yeah, Bo-Katan's not done. She's too big of a... She's way too important.
I hope not. I mean, she was really, really good. All right, so let's circle back to the Lady in the Hood. Mm-hmm. You said we saw her again.
Yeah, she was the other Mandalorian with the little braids in her head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't.
Apparently, she's a wrestler. Sasha Banks.
Oh, I don't know. What's up with this? Maybe it's one of Gina's friends.
Let's hope not. Hashtag Fire Gina started trending on Twitter.
Serious?
And there's all these pictures all over Twitter of
love her character though.
Yeah, but she's got to go now. So there's also problems with Rosario Dawson, which we've talked about on this podcast. But again, just to give you 1, 2, 3, she's currently being sued by a woman of the trans experience for
and we know this to be true.
No, well, they're in court right now.
Okay,
so we don't know what the outcome is.
Okay,
but sadly, so it's problematic, and I'm very concerned because I love Ahsoka Tano. I've never really cared one way or the other about Rosario Dawson before, but I don't. We're queer. Trans people are our brothers and sisters. I feel very protective of them, and all of us, we need to, because we all have to have each other's back.
Remind me, how would I know Rosario Dawson? I know the name, but what is she in?
She was in Rent, apparently.
Didn't see it.
But she played the nurse in Daredevil. That's what I know her from. I know she's been around. I've seen her in other movies, but I know her as the nurse.
Did we like her? Because we watched that together.
Yeah, she was great. She was fine. She's not in it a ton. She's dating Cory Booker, so she could have been the future first lady and all. Blah, blah, blah.
Does she live in New Jersey?
I don't know.
Huh.
No, I think in L.A. I don't remember. I don't know. I know a little bit because she was playing Ahsoka, but I said it on this show before. I try not to dig deep in actors because I don't like to see the actor. I want to see the character. So I actively don't pay attention to actors because I just want to see the characters. So I've been struggling. One, it's Ahsoka Tano, and I'm very nervous anyways, but Din's like, "Where can I find the Jedi? I got your ship. No, I don't want to help you save Mandalore. I don't really care. I need to find my baby's people." You can find Ahsoka Tano on the fourth planet of some system. I forget. And the first time I saw this episode, I forgot all about Bo-Katan. I forgot all about all of it because I was so excited to hear Ahsoka's voice. Mm-hmm. And it's a good sign because I am choosing myself to try to separate character from actor because I love Ahsoka Tano way too much. And it's going to be really interesting because we don't know where Ahsoka is. I've got a lot of us. Ahsoka Tano has become a very, very, very popular character. People love her.
Or who she is.
Yeah.
Because didn't she change in the books? She went into white and a butterfly.
There we go. Boom. We're going to take a quick break from here, and we will come back. I will tell you where Ahsoka is as of right now at this point in the story, and then we will hear about your relationship with religion, which I will segue into that, because I think religion is the reason Ahsoka Tano is in The Mandalorian. So with that, go take a quick break.
I'm going to take a nap.
Right. And we're back,
folksies.
Okay, so when we left, we're about to go on 1, 2, 3 of where Ahsoka is. So I personally am kind of excited at where she is because I'm having a very hard time understanding who this person is going to be in live action. I just see the animated Ahsoka. I am not one, personally, who sees the difference between animation and live action. I just see characters. I don't care how they come to me. If they're good, they're good. And live action doesn't somehow make it more real for me personally. Well, how do you feel? Because really, season 7 was the first time you really fully invested in an animated series.
This is true.
Did you see it as less than, or did you see a cartoon, or did you end up seeing the characters?
I'm starting to feel like these people live in my house.
They do. They live with me.
Mm-hmm. They do. They live here. I guess the answer to the question is, yeah, I see them as characters. I don't see them as anything other than that.
So is it going to be weird? Because you just saw Bo-Katan in season 7. Was it a weird transition to see her from a cartoon to live action? I mean, I had a minute.
A little bit. Yeah. She doesn't look... I mean, Katie Sackhoff?
Yep.
Okay. She had a very pronounced highbrow. I felt like she was really trying to mirror the expression of the cartoon gal.
Which is so crazy because I just watched an interview where she was talking about that.
Okay, yeah.
She was in the makeup chair. She really wanted her to have the freckles.
Right.
She had a scar on her forehead. And the way her eyebrows, when she specifically mentioned the eyebrows.
Remember this past summer I watched her, How I Knew Her.
Yep.
What was it called? Beyond or something on Netflix. It was real. She was great. I mean, actually, she was really, really great in that movie.
Yeah, a lot of people know her from Battlestar Galactica.
Never saw it.
I saw... Maybe the first season, a long time ago.
And that must be her specialty, this whole space thing, because it was a...
So she apparently is a massive Star Wars fan.
Excellent.
Like massive. Her father raised her on Star Wars. Yeah, and she said, 25 years ago when I started this, I just wanted to play a rock in Star Wars.
Wow.
But then she got to play Bo-Katan, who was a very, very, very popular character because she's awesome.
I think she did a great job in the episode.
Bo-Katan is a beautiful character. She is like... fearless. She is fearsome. She is put together. She is broken. She is defiant. She is fragile. She is all of these things at the same time. Like like that character, she's been through hell and has come back. Like she's been through it all. We've seen her in 2 different series, 2 very different sets of time, which was great. So
shouldn't she be the rightful ruler of Mandalore?
Well, it should have been Sabine from Rebels, but she didn't see that. But Sabine did not feel like a leader, so she gave it to Bo. And so we didn't know Bo. But when we first met Bo-Katan, she was bad. She was a villain.
Okay.
And then she started to change, and then she felt like a very insecure leader. We saw her
She's the one that got Ahsoka Tano in trouble, right?
Yes.
Oh, she's the one who actually started all the trouble where she left the Jedi.
Yes.
Ah, I know her now. Okay.
Oh, no. That's Barra Sofia. I see what you're saying. No. Okay. But she has a relationship with Ahsoka, and they were enemies for a while. But Bo's been through a lot. And then in Rebels, you see her struggling to come back as a hero. And she learns how to be a hero and a leader in that series, but we never got to see her be the leader. So that all happened off screen, and now we see her here. And we don't really know what that story is. So Sabine was also a character in Rebels. She was a Mandalorian. She came from a family, a royal family as well. Worked for the Empire for a while. She's the one who found the Darksaber. She trained with the Darksaber with Kanan Jarrus and Ezra, and then she gave the Darksaber to Bo because she's like, you will be more of a leader than I ever will be. And then we see Bo-Katan raising the thing, and she's going to go take back Mandalore. So, anyways, Ahsoka Tano. I have a very hard time imagining how she's going to look in live action. With that said, Ahsoka is something else. So Ahsoka might be dead. She might be a Force ghost. Okay. She might kind of be the Force itself. We don't really know. And early on, like one of the earlier, maybe mid-season of Clone Wars, we get to a planet where the Force is from. There's the father, the son, and the daughter. And Ahsoka's killed by the son, but the daughter saves Ahsoka and then gives her life to save Ahsoka. And then we wake up and Ahsoka's back, but we don't know if it really happened, if it didn't. But all of a sudden, ever since then, these little owls, the Morai, follow Ahsoka around a lot. At the end of season 7, we saw an owl flying over sky. Remember when she was on that snow planet? So these things follow her everywhere. So my guess is at the end of next chapter, we're going to see a Morai. We will not see Ahsoka, but we will see an owl somewhere in that episode. That is my guess. We'll be there watching them, and that will be our clue that she is near.
So, did we end our arc? You had spoken quite a bit in the last couple of episodes about arcs. 3.
I think so.
We ended the arc for the beginning of the story to lay the foundation for where we're going.
I mean, no. Yes and no. This seems to be drawn out more than last season. Okay. But kind of. I mean, we're about to start a new journey because we're about to find a Jedi. Okay. So I think the next chapter is going to be very much a transition episode. So it's going to be more of a character-driven episode, which a lot of these are. Like I'm all here for it. I love this kind of storytelling. I don't know, but it doesn't seem to be arc. This feels. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't think we're there yet. Okay. I mean, we closed an arc because we got Frog Lady to her husband. So that was like the close of that. So Ahsoka is something else. Last we saw her, she disappeared, and you saw the episode when she fought Darth Vader.
I do.
She came across Darth Vader. That was one of my many moments of being a puddle on the floor, and she was trapped, and we didn't know where she was, and we assumed she was dead because she was in a Sith temple, and we saw it crashing down, so we assumed she was dead. Then we see her at the last season again of Rebels, and she was in this place called the World Between Worlds. So it's this kind of like a black hole pocket in time and space. But it's... Sorry about that. Roxy felt like she was stuck in the World Between Worlds forever, too, and needed to go to the bathroom. So we had to take her out.
Do we need to tell everybody this?
I think so. She was telling everybody.
We want to be real.
Okay, so Ahsoka Tano was in the World Between Worlds, and basically Ezra Bridger, who was like the star of Rebels, pulls her out of time. Pulls her out of time, and it's very complicated. It's very convoluted. Nobody really knows what was going on. So then we see her again after Return of the Jedi, and Ezra went missing, blah, 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 doesn't matter. We see Ahsoka Tano. It does matter because Ezra's great, but it doesn't matter in this story.
Does he ever come back?
Not yet.
Serious?
We don't know yet. It's another story yet to be told.
This is Rebels.
It's great. Huh. Rebels is so good.
Okay.
This show, if you enjoy The Mandalorian, honestly, check out Rebels. This show feels very much like Rebels.
Maybe we should do a deep dive.
Oh, I would love to do it again. It's great. No, honestly, it's a really good show. So then we see Ahsoka after Return of the Jedi, and something's different about her. She's wearing this white cloak, and she has this like white wizard staff. She does this weird tap on the ground. I think she is just different. Maybe someone's smarter than me. Maybe it's the music that's different, but there is definitely a different energy coming from her. Mm-hmm. So with that is how I'm programming my head going, you know what? Ahsoka's something new. I don't know if she's dead. I don't know if she's like a zombie. I don't know if she's the Force. I don't know if she's some corporeal
Maybe
Force
she's
ghost.
Evil.
Like, no, she's never evil. No. So I'm like, you know what? This is post-World Between Worlds Ahsoka. And so that's how I'm just programming my head. But, you know, the other thing is, and I'm not thrilled about Rosario Dawson. It's not confirmed that it's Rosario Dawson anyways, but we all know it is. But it's not confirmed. So it really could still end up being somebody different. But I don't think so. At least she's going to be painted. She's going to be in some crazy makeup. And so it'll be easier to not see her. I can just see Ahsoka.
Right.
So that's fortunate. And that's how I'm going to do my best. And then I'm going to really hope that it comes out that she didn't do the thing she's accused of and we can move on. But so that's where Ahsoka is at this point in time. We don't really know how she got out of Malachor. We don't really know how she ended up in the world between. We don't really understand what any of that was. It will not be addressed in this show because we found out, like we were saying, Din Djarin is a part of this cult, right? And he cannot remove his helmet. They are like extreme Mandalores. We have Bo-Katan, who is going after, to me, what is almost a religious artifact of the of Mandalorians, and she is a proud Mandalorian too. Like we can view this as a religion. Like she's a proud Catholic. We'll just go with that because that's what you're about to speak to, and then maybe Din, is there like super extreme Catholics that are like way extreme?
Sure, absolutely.
So he's one of those. Like
okay.
whatever that looks like in our world. That's what he is. And so Bo-Katan, I still think she has a lot of growing to do of who she is outside of being just a Mandalorian, outside of just being... She went from, I am Death Watch, I am nothing more than Death Watch. Death Watch is everything that I am. There's all this stuff boiling under the surface. Then she became, I hate Darth Maul and I will kill him. Now I want the Darksaber back. She's always attached herself to a cause, and from my perspective, struggles at being just herself. She doesn't feel worthy of being a full person. She has to attach herself to something. Mm-hmm. Din Djarin clearly does not feel worthy of being a person if he is not a Mandalorian. And in his case, this crazy, like, I cannot take my helmet off of anything. I mean, he has his child and he cannot kiss him on the forehead. Like, I can't imagine. He has been in that helmet. He said since he pointed to these kids who could have been more than 8, 9, 10 years old. He's been in a helmet his entire life. So but that's his life now. That's all he knows. And I think Ahsoka is here not only to teach Din, but she will end up teaching Bo-Katan too, who will become a very big... If she does get her own show, she'll be a very big character in this show. But Ahsoka is our character who walked away from a very religious institution that everything they did was built on this religious idea. And she walked away from it to redefine who she wanted to be. So that is something that both Bo-Katan and Din have to do. So that is the only reason Ahsoka Tano is in the show. This is not Ahsoka Tano's show. This is Din Djarin. So how can that character serve Din with what it looks like where he is going? That's what it looks like. So yes, she's here to be brought in as a MacGuffin to get Baby Yoda to where he needs to go. She's a Jedi. Well, she would never claim to be a Jedi, but for this show, and we'll get into that too, like that's going to happen. But she is the MacGuffin. Here, boom, we found Baby Yoda's people. But she's going to start sending Din on a different path. And she's going to tell him, you don't have to be this crazy religious thing. Take the best of what you've learned and go find yourself. And Baby Yoda needs to find himself. Because Ahsoka Tano is not going to be a fan of Baby Yoda finding the Jedi. Because Ahsoka doesn't like the Jedi. I don't think she dislikes them, but she does not like them anymore either. So that's why she's here. Mm-hmm. But with that, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
As I said before, mm-hmm. I'm not a religious person as in an organized religion. I don't have a connection to it and never really have. So I can't relate to Din that way. I relate to Din as a father to a non-biological child. That is my relation to him, and that he's queer. So, but you can identify to this character as all of it. You might not be crazy, way Catholic, like I'm not going to ever take my cross off my neck, or, you know, I won't go anywhere without my rosary beads. If that's what people do, I don't really know. But you're not that.
Nope.
But you're definitely Catholic.
I am.
You have had to figure out how to be Catholic and be gay at the same time.
I guess I'm considered Catholic light.
But I want to hear from you about what that experience is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was born and raised in an Irish Catholic family, and they're very, you know, religious to this day, and I still feel very spiritual and very connected to God. Whether or not I believe in every single thing that I was taught, it's irrelevant. I feel like the core of what I was taught was to have faith and to be the best person that I can, and that I'm not alone in this world, and that there's a higher power, and that higher power is God in this sense. And myself and God kind of sat down before I got here and said, this is how it's going to go. These will be your ups, these will be your downs, these will be your forks in the road, and you're here for something. Only I don't remember any of these things. So to me, I don't believe that God makes junk. And I believe that he knew that I would be gay. So I have no problem with the Catholic Church and the gay thing. You know, it's the man-made things in between on the Catholic Church side that maybe are incongruent with who I am. That's fine, whatever. You know, you've heard me say this a lot of times. You know, you're not going to out-Catholic me. You're not going to out-Christian me. I know who I am, and that's fine. I'll show up at the gate one day, and he'll be like, "Good for you for following the path. I had all these things out, laid out in front of you, you, the kids, and that's what you were there for. So good for you for having the fortitude, just like Jesus, who was crucified for being different. Remember, he was crucified for being different. So."
Yeah, and for stepping out of what he was told to do. Correct. Right?
Well, stepping out of what they thought he was supposed to do, not what God wanted him to do. So, anyway, I have no problems. I never have. Now, do I want to go and sit in a church with a group of people who may not necessarily want me sitting there? No. But you know what? Half the people that are Catholic too don't want to sit in the church either. So, and they don't. And that's just the truth. So I don't judge myself at all based on that, and I don't judge anybody else.
Good. That's one of the many reasons I love you. But what does Din need to do for himself? Like, how is he going to get where he is right now to where he needs to go? I mean, this dude needs to be able to take off his helmet.
Modify what it is that he's learned, because number one, it might not be the most. Remember, it's all man-made stuff. So somebody made those decisions for him to follow. Yeah.
So, but emotional work does he have to do? Like, how did you get there? I mean, was it really that easy? You're just like, oh, I don't care. There had to have been a process, right? Like, what was that process, though, for you? Because those are just man-made things. But when you're coming out, it feels probably a whole lot more than that. Well, the truth of the matter is I continued
to go to church, and I was perfectly fine with it. And it really, one thing had nothing to do with the other. I only stopped going to church when my parents got mad and said, "Well, it threw it in my face." So, and
what did they get mad at? What do you mean?
I don't even remember, but they were like, "Wow, it's against the God." Whatever.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and that was 25 years ago.
That couldn't have been easy to hear.
Is it 25 years ago now? Oh, okay. So for a brief point in time, and then I just got out of the habit of going to church.
Well, that's the truth. That had to have been very hard to hear.
And then the reality of it was inconvenient to go on a Sunday morning because, quite frankly, I was out on Saturday night.
And I was hungover.
And Noelle also has a realtor. I worked on the weekend, so it just became inconvenient. Not an excuse. I personally feel my relationship with God is more than just sitting in a church once a week. I did not need that community. I had a community, and that is a need for a lot of people to have that community. Nothing wrong with it. No judgment on it. It's great. My family has it. It's wonderful. I step back into it on an occasional basis, and I feel I'm an extended part of that community. I just didn't need that community on a daily basis.
It's interesting, too, because our two youngest children kind of want to start going to church.
Which
they've expressed a lot of interest in it.
Now, that's a very interesting thing you bring up, because I will go, and I do want to take them, and we're going to go for Advent. So whenever you're listening to this, that will happen very shortly after. It's what happens in the weeks before Christmas.
Yep.
But I'm not going to return to the Catholic Church. I don't see any need to. I feel it's very... It just doesn't fit my life. It's not current. I'm a little more current than that.
So how are you going to... Because...
I'm going to take them to the nearest church, and we'll just go there. It's a Christian church.
You know, we've talked a lot on this podcast. We're very transparent parents. We're very honest. We are just very honest. I am not religious. Our children know I don't believe in God. I believe in something, but they're also too young to really have a serious sit down conversation about what my beliefs are. So I don't believe in God. That's how we handle it right now. Our son Jack does, but doesn't have any interest in going to church as of right now. Now he may want to once the other ones do.
He doesn't have to go to church to believe
so
in
it's
God.
going to be interesting, because here we are in this family where Tom is very Catholic. I am very not religious at all. And we have children who some want to go and some don't. And we are going to respect all of those things in this house. It can all come together and it can all work, which is why Ahsoka has to come back, because that is going to be her job, is to say it can all work. But, it's going to
be very interesting.
And it's going to be interesting for me, being a parent to two kids who want to go to church, because they're going to ask me why I don't go. And they ask, why don't you believe in God? And I'm like, well, I believe in something. It's just not that. And I'll tell you someday. But, I mean, the truth of the matter is, I am uncomfortable with church. I myself feel, and I feel like it is hard to argue, a lot of the anger, frustration, hate thrown towards queer people is often through the words of God, in quotes, through the Bible, through a church. People, it is not from God, it is not from the Bible, but people weaponize those two things to
said it very clearly there. You're right, it's not from God, and it's just not. The rest of it is all man-made, and they wrote it in a book. And that's just the truth. And you have to remember that there really is, yes, a correlation, but there is no correlation. I think religion basically wants to remind you that you are not alone in this world. When it's just you and you're all by yourself, you're not alone in this world. And that there is something that sometimes just keeps you on the road, on the straight path to remember to be a better person. Other than that, you could go out and just kill somebody tomorrow. So you go to jail. What's the big deal? I mean, clearly it's a big deal. But I mean, you could do that, but a higher power in a way, keeping you, having faith and being on a path and knowing you're not alone. That is a fascinating thing. We are not like other animals. No.
We have a conscience. We try to, I personally believe, part of being human, it's something that I believe Ahsoka goes through. It's one of my connections to Ahsoka, personally, is as a human, we are constantly at war. We are constantly angry. We are constantly killing things. But we are also an animal that is outside of that, and so we're constantly working against those things. And it's a very unique thing to us. I believe that's what the Jedi were. The Jedi said that they were peaceful and all those things, but all we ever saw were the Jedi killing people. They said they had the reasons to do it, but Ahsoka was like, this doesn't make sense to me anymore. I can't understand this, so I'm going to leave, and I'm going to figure it out. We don't ever really come to understand exactly what she believes in either. We meet the Martez sisters in season 7, and she was like, you help people. When you see people who need help, you help them no matter what. That was her philosophy. We meet her again in Rebels, 10 years later. She's an adult, and someone calls her a Jedi, and she's pissed. I am no Jedi. She is at that stage angry. She really is. She's like, I am not that. Do not put that on me. And Now she's something else. She came out of the ship at the end of Rebels and looks very spiritual, looks very religious. She looks like she could be on a religious painting. So, like, she's reached something. And I'm very excited to see what that something is. And like I said, that's what brought us to this episode. And that's why she's going to be in The Mandalorian. Where she goes from here, who knows? She's not going to be able to come in for one episode and be gone. She's too big of a character for that. I don't think she'll be around all the time. I don't know.
Well, I look forward to seeing her because I know how much you love her.
Thank you. Yes,
You're welcome.
I really am. I'm about to have I'm very excited. So, anyways, with that, I think thank you for sharing, Tom. I know.
No, hey, Brian, thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure.
I'm glad my contract got renewed for this week. It's week to week, folks.
And Emma and Mark are coming.
And apparently, I don't even have to watch the episodes. I just show up. I swear I watched it, but I was so tired. I may have actually dozed off.
Probably should have kept that to yourself. Anyways, with keeping things to yourselves, I don't know how to do that.
Well, I don't know how I did not see that the girl in the black hoodie was the same one who ended up standing next to Ahsoka. I know exactly who you're... Not Ahsoka, but Bo-Katan. She ate something with her tongue at one point in time.
No, it was the octopus arm going, trying to get it. She slurped it up like a noodle.
I don't know how I missed that.
Not sure either.
Well,
because you were thirsty for Axe. That's why. Like you're like, oh, who is this hottie? Which you don't even remember him. I
must have been tired.
And he's very much your type too. You're gonna be like, we're gonna watch it again, folks.
Folks, I gotta go right now. I'm gonna go watch this episode again. Apparently, it was a good one. I did like it though.
Anyways, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at servingpinkmilk. You can follow my personal account on Twitter at b_sipspinkmilk. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Please give us a written review. Please give us a 5-star review. Get queer voices because representation matters in Star Wars content and everywhere. Don't forget to head over to YouTube and follow us there. Hit like and subscribe. We are late night live streaming, and then we have a website at servingpinkmilk.com. And you can email us questions, comments, concerns, congratulatory things, niceties, pictures. Don't really care at servingpinkmilk@gmail.com.
And thank you for listening to us.
And thank you for listening. And
drink up.
What time is it, Tom? Is it time to drink up?
Drink up.
Drink up.
Drink up.
Bye, Gina.